Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Johnny, and in this video we're going to be talking about copyright and how to avoid those dreaded strikes. But before we get into it, can you hit the subscribe button and the bell so you never miss any of my future videos? Thanks very much. So let's start with a very familiar scenario. You've edited a brilliant video because obviously you're an awesome content creator. You've uploaded the video, only for a short time later you see the horrible word copyright on your video. Now you have serious decisions to make. But before we go into that, I'd like to take you on a very short history lesson. We have to go all the way back to England in 1710 to find the first copyright laws, and you can find them in the Statute of Queen Anne. The basic concept was that an author of a piece of work was the owner of its copyright and laid out fixed terms of protection. In those days, the copyrighted works were physically required to be deposited at specific copyright libraries and registered at a place called Stationers' Hall. Now, having a copyright gave exclusive rights to the author or the creator to copy, distribute, and adapt the work, and this was protected by law. Now, copyright laws have evolved through the ages to what we have now, and as content creators we need to know exactly what the law is so we don't make unnecessary mistakes. So keep this in mind, as this next section is really important. There are two distinct copyrights in music. The first is the one for the artist or band who is recording the song, and the second set of copyrights is for the lyrics and melody. This is called composition or publishing rights. So when you sing, hum, whistle, or play a song or an instrument, even if it's in an entirely original way, you're still using the copyrighted melodies or words. The first rule of copyright is that a creator should only upload video that they have made or that they are authorized to use. So that means you shouldn't upload videos that you didn't make or use content in your videos that someone else owns the copyright to, such as music tracks, snippets of copyrighted programs, or videos made by other users without authorization. So if you make your own videos and play your own music that you wrote and produced, you're a winner. But the reality is that we like to add popular and relevant music and sound effects to our content, but in most cases we don't have permission to use them. So you may be asking, what's this fair use thing all about? Well, let me explain. So under this ruling, it allows you to reuse copyrighted protected material without permission. However, this is not decided by YouTube. Only a court can determine what is fair use. Now, here in the UK where I live, we call it fair dealing, but other countries have different names for it. The court will decide if you have added new expression or meaning to the original work, or if you've basically copied the original. In the UK, if you use content for the purpose such as criticism, review, quotation, parody, it might be considered fair dealing, but it all depends on the situation. Now, you might have seen someone write in their description box, "This is fair use," or you've given credit to the original owner, or you may have written "no infringement intended." I can tell you now, it still doesn't guarantee that you are protected. If you use all or even just a small part of a song, you may still receive a content ID claim or eventually a copyright strike. Now, keep in mind that most composition claims are eligible for revenue sharing for creators who are monetized. If you're eligible, you'll be offered the option to share the revenue of that video by confirming that the video is a cover version. Now, a lot of people get content ID claims and copyright strikes mixed up. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to explain both of them. So a content ID claim usually means that YouTube, with their robots and their algorithms, have found content in your video that belongs to someone else. Now, the copyright owner might allow you to play their content in exchange for having ads run on the video. If the owner doesn't want you to use it, they can block your video so people won't be able to watch it, or they could just leave it alone. So what can you do with a content ID claim against your video? Well, first of all, don't panic. There are lots of things that you can do. The first thing that you can do is you can do nothing. You can do absolutely nothing. You can leave it. You can trim it out of your video. You can remove the music. You can swap the music. You can share the revenue or dispute the claim. But keep in mind though that if you dispute a claim without a valid reason, the content owner may choose to take your video down, and you will get a copyright strike against your channel. You get 3 of those and your channel is gone. That's it, no channel. So what is a copyright strike? Well, if your video is taken down because you don't have the rights to content in the video, you'll be handed a copyright strike. Basically a slap on the wrist. Now the first time is a warning and you'll need to go through copyright school. It's training to get you to understand how to do things properly. Copyright strikes can affect your ability to monetize though. So guys, if you're new and small and trying to get there, do your very best not to get strikes. If you do live streaming, you could lose access for 90 days if you get a strike on there. Remember guys, 3 strikes and you're out. Your account along with any associated channels are subject to termination. All your videos will be removed and you can't create new channels. So I hear a lot of people in my live stream say, if I use only a few seconds of copyrighted content in my video, it's okay. Or if I use less than 30 seconds of copyright, it's okay to use. Trust me guys, it is a myth. There is no duration that is automatically protected under fair use. In fact, courts have actually thrown cases out where a person has only sampled a few seconds. Now my suggestion to you is use YouTube's audio library. It's got free content, free music and sound effects. It's not the best, but at least you won't fall foul of any copyright issues. So that's it for this video guys, short and sweet. I hope it's been helpful and it will help you. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.